Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some breaking news coming out here for you. So just early this morning, as you can see on your screen, there was a bridge that collapsed in Baltimore, Maryland in the harbor. This is called the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Okay. And it was struck, one of the support columns was struck by a container ship that lost control due to the power going out multiple times. Apparently, there was a Mayday distress call that came from the ship prior to crashing into the bridge. And this is a major event here because this is a very important bridge. And this bridge basically blocks off the harbor, the entire harbor for Baltimore. And this is also the 13th most important U.S. port for foreign trade, okay, in the country. So there's going to be major economic impact here. And also for a city here that already has a lot of like social misery and crime, it's going to have a very big impact here. Okay. And the port is most likely going to be shut down here and unusable for maybe months. Okay. This is really big. There was also at least 7 cars that were on the bridge. We've got up to like 20 people that are potentially missing. There was also construction workers that were on the bridge at the time as well. Some of them were rescued, and I believe several are missing as well. So the governor there has declared a state of emergency, and they said that this is a mass casualty event. The United States has been investigating to see if there was any foul play here, if this was an intentional, deliberate crash into the bridge. But at this time, this looks like it was basically a freak accident due to this ship here losing power. So I want to show you a picture here real quick. This is on X. Okay, I want you to see this. This is pretty important. So this is the harbor, right? And this is how badly it's going to be affected. So the Francis Scott Key Bridge is right here. Okay, and this is the exit, I believe, to go out into the Atlantic. And this bridge collapsed right here, so it basically blocks off the entire harbor. That's going to make it difficult now where vessels can't come in and drop off their loads, drop off their whatever supplies they're bringing into the country. So this is definitely going to bring major impact, like I said, to the United States economically, and it's just going to be a really big deal. So I wanted to show you that just to see how important the impact is going to be here, how big it will be. So I also have a video that I want to show you. This is a video that was taken from a helicopter later this morning when the sun was starting to come up to show the aftermath of this terrible accident here. So let's take a look at this. All right, so as you can see there, clearly some major devastation here. And like I said, ships are going to have a hard time coming through here, and this is going to take a while to clean this up. So this is a big problem here for Baltimore and also for the United States. Like I said, there's going to be major issues here, ramifications that come from this. And apparently this is a Singapore flagged ship. I think it's operated through Maersk. As you can see, a lot of the logos there, Maersk, and the name of it was the Dolly. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that to give you some footage on the aftermath there. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this. I was able to find an article on the Baltimore Sun. This is a local news station there in Baltimore. So it says Key Bridge collapses into Patapsco River in Baltimore after vessel hits support column. State of emergency has been declared. So it says here, Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed early Tuesday after a container ship struck a support column, sending at least 7 cars into the Patapsco River, launching a search and rescue operation and prompting Governor Wes Moore to declare a state of emergency. 2 construction workers were repairing potholes on the bridge at the time. One of them, who was hospitalized, were rescued, and as of 10 a.m., there were 6 other workers unaccounted for. So I'm assuming maybe they're missing, maybe they were not rescued. Okay, so State Transportation Secretary Paul J. Widefeld said extensive rescue efforts are ongoing. Before the collision, the ship's crew notified authorities that the vessel had lost power. That Mayday allowed Maryland Transportation Authority police on the highway above to prevent many cars from driving onto the bridge just before the catastrophe. That makes sense because during the video when I was watching, I didn't really see any cars on the bridge. So I guess that's why this was not as bad as it could have been. Because imagine if this bridge was completely full of cars, let's say 50 or 100 cars on the bridge at the time. This would have been a really terrible event. But if you look at many of the footage, you can't really see too many cars on the bridge at the time. These people are heroes, Governor Wes Moore said in a news conference Tuesday morning. They saved lives last night. Moore added that there was no evidence of that the collision was a terrorist attack. He vowed that the bridge would be rebuilt, although he noted that it was too early to estimate when or at what cost. So see, it's going to take a while for them to get this rebuilt here, but they'll go ahead and rebuild it at some point. In an earlier news conference, a few hours after 1:20 a.m. collision, Baltimore Fire Department Chief James Wallace said authorities had detected the presence of vehicles in the water by using sonar. Water in the area is about 50 feet deep. Authorities have not determined the cause, but U.S. Senator Ben Cardin told the Baltimore Sun in a phone interview that indications point to the vessel losing power, causing it to lose steering. So that's apparently what happened here. Is this vessel, it was continuously losing the power. It was going in and out multiple times, and it lost its steering and crashed into one of these support columns. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating, a spokesperson for the board said. What's been indicated is the vessel lost power, and when you lose power, you lose steering, Cardin said, but they're doing a full investigation. U.S. Representative Dutch Ruppersberger said on social media that initial reports from the U.S. Coast Guard indicate a harbor pilot aboard reported power issues, multiple alarms on the bridge, and loss of propulsion prior to the incident. It's too early to know all the facts, U.S. Senator Chris Van Hollen told The Sun, but added there is certainly a good chance the ship lost power and drifted into the bridge. This is a tragedy that you could never imagine. It looked like something out of an action movie, Mayor Brandon Scott said at a news conference. So there's a picture right here of this bridge collapsing as well. So just like I showed you there on the video. So there it is again. You can see it. The power's going out again. This is like the third time the power's going out right before it's crashing into the bridge. So it just completely wiped out that bridge. And like I said, this is going to be a big deal here for Baltimore and also for the United States. They're going to have to reroute their ships and go to separate ports. And then they're most likely going to have to truck a lot of stuff into Baltimore and to the surrounding areas that normally get supplied through this port. So I just wanted to bring you this information, just a quick update to let you know that this happened. And this is very crazy. We'll have to see when they do some more investigations. Who knows? Maybe this was some sort of plot that was planned. But as of now, this looks like it was just an accident. So let me know what you think down below. Comment your thoughts. And also, if you enjoy my content, please smash the like button. And if you want to, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope you all have a great day. Thanks so much for tuning in. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.